Morning, guys. I want to address the Joshua Brown situation. I wasn't going to do a video today. I wanted to just relax. The Saints beat the Buccaneers, and I watched the game. I was in a good mood, and on my Facebook timeline, it wouldn't stop showing up that somebody fucking murdered one of the witnesses who testified against Amber Guyger, who was Botham Jean's neighbor, and he said, I didn't hear no commands. I can hear him singing upstairs, or wherever the fuck he was at. I can hear the man singing. I think he did live downstairs under the guy's apartment, and he said I didn't hear nobody saying, "Sir, get on the ground. I'm a police officer. What are you doing?" Nothing to that effect. And the man said the guy was a super good neighbor to know, and Joshua Brown was executed, bro. They said the man was murdered by a drive-by shooting. Now I believe the guy is an attorney, but it's a dude named Bill Perkins, and Bill Perkins is offering a $100,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and indictment of those who murdered this man. And it's a general consensus to all of us, YouTubers, black dudes with a brain, that it's more than likely the police retaliated on this guy. I remember watching Training Day, and I watching the scene in Training Day when Denzel and all the guys was recreating a crime scene, and Denzel was like, "Well, fuck it, it's just a matter of what you can prove. You can have all the evidence in the world, but if we can prove we're not guilty, then and nobody's gonna believe you. We're cops. We can create a narrative and all of that shit. And when you got guys, these guys know where cameras are gonna be at. They know what type of weapons to use. They have, there's even like access to dirty guns. They call it a ham sandwich in police language. If you ever hear a cop saying, "Did you bring the ham sandwich?" That's code for a dirty gun that you can plant on somebody. So I was, listening to people. I'm arguing with folks on my Facebook timeline, and I made a video just from my personal Facebook page, not for YouTube. And I was fussing with a couple of the police friends. I got friends on my page that's cops, and I was telling them, I said, what you guys, you cops, fail to realize is that every time I've ever watched a police movie or a movie about cops, it's always a whistleblower story, where it's never ever a story of cops are just misunderstood and there are good cops out there. Every movie from Training Day, like I mentioned earlier, to New Jack City, to The Shield, was basically a show about dirty cops planting drugs on motherfuckers, extorting people. NYPD Blue, Chicago Blue, The Blue Code, a movie called, I think it's called Persico with Al Pacino, a long time, like in the 70s. So there's so many, every time you hear a movie about cops, it's always a dirty cop movie. So it's not beyond me, my imagination, to assume that police are ignorant enough, evil enough to pull this shit off. Amber Guyger's married boyfriend was just as racist as her and has a history of, I think he even killed somebody. So it's not above a police officer with all the protection of the blue shield to kill a nigga and get away with it. Even if he's a nice black dude like Botham Jean, or a nice black guy like Joshua Brown who has no record, no enemies. I've seen some of Joshua Brown's Instagram pictures, man. Beautiful young man, easy looking life. The dude, great smile, look like a normal water drinking, air breathing human being like everybody else, bro. No gold teeth, no tattoos. And that's not to say that gold teeth and tattoos make you evil, but I'm saying, when you look at his photograph, his photograph is just like Botham Jean. He's a guy that's so clear and clean cut that you really can't say, well, his social media shows the kind of lifestyle he led before he was magically killed. Of course he had enemies. He was stacks of money phone. No, it's a regular looking, just, like, I guess like what you call educated lame. But nevertheless, bro, it's sad, man. This fucking dude, the case just ended a couple of days ago, last week, and he's already fucking dead. So my prayers go out to this dude family, bro. Put the information, now that I'm back in front of my house, I can go inside by the computer and put the link to Bill Perkins, his information. I think his Twitter or something. It's a friend of Sean King's, who's offering $100,000 reward for any information. I'm in New Orleans, but Texas is only right next door in Dallas. So anyway, guys, I'm out of here. That's just my rant for the day. I'm so fucking mad about this whole Amber Guyger case, because everybody's milking it. And I kind of can understand both sides of the story, but this thing got so many far-reaching implications. I'm sorry, y'all. The game, was a hard game to watch. The Saints barely won. I mean, I'm sorry, they beat the fuck out of the Buccaneers, but whew, I'm going to work, man. I'm going outside, spray paint some wood. I'm gonna holler at y'all later.